Let's take a couple of minutes and we're going to check out iPhone music operation in a wired configuration on your Pioneer NEX head unit. Even though your particular receiver may have buttons on the side or across the bottom like this one, the on-screen operation in this demonstration is identical for the following Pioneer NEX models: AVH 4100 NEX, 4200 NEX, and 4201 NEX, AVIC 5100 NEX, 5200 NEX, and 5201 NEX, AVIC 6100 NEX, 6200 NEX, 6201 NEX, AVIC 7100 NEX, 7200 NEX, 7201 NEX, AVIC 8100 NEX, 8200 NEX, and AVIC 8201 NEX. Okay, so before we get started with the iPhone connection, the wired connection, and playing back iPod music, let's check a couple of settings on the head unit to make sure we're all set up and ready to go. So I'm going to touch the gears up here, and I want to go to the toolbox and then the input-output settings. From there, let's choose smartphone setup. So under smartphone setup here, I have a number of different ways that I can make this work. The key is make sure that I see iPod operation, the functions available, iPod right here, make sure that that is lit up and not grayed out, and you'll be good to go. You can choose a number of different ways to do this. If you choose others, almost any setting that you choose will work, and you'll still be able to get iPod on USB number 1. And if I choose iPod iPhone here, and we have the Apple CarPlay option lit up, iPod is still available. If we choose to switch Apple CarPlay off, the iPod function is still available there for me. We'll switch it back on here. And if I choose digital AV adapter under iPod and iPhone, you see that iPod goes away, and that function is not available. And if I choose Bluetooth, you'll see that the iPod function still is not lit up. It goes away. Now, I'll still be able to stream audio through Bluetooth, but my on-screen control here will be very limited compared to the wired connection. So for right now, I'm just going to choose USB number 1, and we'll leave Apple CarPlay on. You can switch it on or off. It doesn't really matter. And before I start to drive, I'm going to plug in my phone. Okay, I plug in my phone and you'll see the system will switch over to Apple CarPlay. Now, maybe I don't want to use the Apple CarPlay interface right now. I just like to use the Pioneer head unit interface. So I'm just going to touch the mode button here. And we can choose iPod. Here it is, iPod number 1. That's on USB number 1. And that will bring up the music that's stored on my device. I have my play and pause function right here. We're in pause and play again. And on the scrubber bar across the bottom, I have fast forward and rewind. I can also use the hard buttons over here to do the same thing. And if I press and hold the fast forward or rewind, I can go through a track quickly. Press and hold for a few seconds and it'll start to speed up in this rewind option, but that's not skipping all the way back to the beginning of a song. If I touch the function button over here, I have some additional functions including random and repeat play functions and Pioneer's Advanced Sound Retriever, which can help to make your MP3 music sound a little bit more like CD recorded music. And we'll touch the time function over here and go back to the scrubber bar. I have a number of different ways that I can search for music when I am connected to an iPod like this one. The first way is over here. I can touch my search function and I can search for a number of different ways to play music here. We'll search for songs and we can scroll through the songs like this if we want. We also have an alphabet search on the side over here. We'll drag this along to here and we'll choose a song. Another way that I can search for a song is to just touch the song on the screen. That automatically takes me right to the song search, and I can choose a different song. I can search by artist or album as well. Just touch that on the screen, and that takes me directly to the artist search, where I can choose something different. And if I touch the album art on the screen, that takes me directly to the album search. I can go up here and choose a different album to play.